Do I have 2 seconds to go grab a water?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go. Just grab. We'll hit the bang.
I haven't even opened it
Thank you. You're so sweet.
What a
yet. I
gentleman.
know.
Such, like, honestly, that was so nice.
Get enough credit for that.
I don't drink enough water. I think this is my first one, too.
I've had
Really?
2 of those and a coffee today. I've been peeing every 45
Yeah,
minutes.
like a shark.
Same.
Like a shark.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, I've never heard that expression
Never heard
before.
peeing like a shark?
No.
I just made it up.
Okay.
I like it, though.
All right.
Peeing like a
I was
shark.
about to Google some shark facts about peeing and their
Yeah,
bladder
yeah.
size. Do they even pee?
Sharks?
Yeah, everyone has to pee.
Keep all that in, Harry. All right, bang, bang. It's Wednesday. It's August 30th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Actually, take out Chief's chivalrous moment of him giving Megan the water.
Yeah, take out the chivalrous.
Yeah,
Chivalry.
Yeah, chivalry is dead, they say.
that's what they do say.
Yeah, it's just fucking dead, chivalry.
They do say
Some
that.
say chivalry never existed.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Wow.
Yeah, people say chivalry not even a real word. That's what some people say.
Chivalry conspirist.
Are you fucking with me?
Are you fucking with me?
I think you're fucking with me.
I think is this a fuck off?
Whoa.
Whoa.
We're having,
That's not the
Fuck off. That could be
that's not the word.
misconstrued.
Yeah, it could. That's not the word. It's chivalry. It's a
chivalrous is a word too.
chivalrous and chivalry are words. Chivalrous and chivalry are definitely
Oh, you're
not.
fucking Shiv and Chiv.
It's yeah.
Chiv and Chiv.
That's so close. I won't even accept that one. I'll accept a lot of my
I did
mispronunciations.
hear. I heard it, too. I will say.
He's not even denying it.
No, I know, but I don't think that's too close enough to call out. Be an arbiter for once.
Like
That's
you're-
crazy.
That's not enough for you to be embarrassed by pronouncing it wrong, you're saying?
Chivalry.
It's a whole different sound.
Chiv and Shiv. Chiv?
Yeah, they call that's like
All right, then
Listen,
just go
what's,
around. So if someone just walked in here and said Chicago, you would call them out. It's the same premise. You would.
but that's more
Nope.
more
It's
obnoxious.
the same. Chicago. People. So Chaps comes in here and he can't pronounce it.
It's like Secession. She's Shiv and Chiv.
Eddie
Yeah.
has his own pronunciation key. We know that by now.
Yeah.
Now you're messing
But
me
he's
up.
trying to say whatever. I think I nailed you with that one. That was a checkmate or a checkmate.
Maybe we delete that beginning. And just move
Check.
all
Hey
of this
Ed.
on.
Checkmate.
No. Free swim. Danny, myself, Chief, Megan's joining us. Megan, welcome back.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be back.
I think the last time we had you on for this was at the golf course, and that was after like a heated blowout fight between Danny and Dave. So hopefully,
You guys had a big fight that day?
It's when he said you're not content, and I got off the stream.
Oh. Yeah.
Tough look. Is that why he's not here right now? Is that why I'm taking his spot?
no,
No, he's never on these because of that.
Oh,
No,
Too much Dave time.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
But welcome back.
thank you. I'm happy to be here. And the office has been buzzing here lately, huh?
Packed.
Packed. The packed is the
Yeah.
right word. There's like nowhere to go.
That's what you get. And how about you? We're always like, oh, we got those fucking phone booths, you stupid idiot chief. Now they come in handy.
You know what would be better than a phone booth? A big ass table where multiple people could sit at instead of 3 in a
it
phone
would be
booth.
the same thing as over. No, I need my space.
But we need more room. We need more seats.
I would have guessed. I would ask for more phone booths. We just didn't get enough.
No.
Yeah, I don't know, because you go to the phone booth for privacy. Big table eliminates
I will
that.
say
Exactly.
the privacy
You
of
might
the
as
phone
well sit
booth.
out there.
The phone booth is kind of not private though, because you can kind of hear everything.
The person next door.
Sometimes you just walk in there and scream and walk out.
Yeah, you can't see. Yeah, right. And you could see right through the glass.
Yeah.
There's a
You
lot.
can't do anything in there.
You can't do anything.
All right, Megan, you can leave.
Before
me
we
back that
really
water.
get going, though, I want to talk about MUGSY jeans. MUGSY is their jeans are made from buttery, soft, patented stretch materials that look stylish but are insanely comfortable. Never too baggy, never too bright. They're frankly the best things to ever happen to the legs since chairs.
Oh, I like that.
I do like that.
Yeah, they're great. I can't wait for fall. I'm ready for jean season. They have great shorts, but joggers and jeans. I that's how I live.
Yep.
That's how I'm excited to get back to that. And MUGSY is the only place to get them.
And they're very stretchy for guys like Chief and other people.
Are they only for men?
That's a good question.
Yeah, we should look into that.
Yeah.
It had like a very. It was like a guy vibe in there, I would say,
Okay.
at the brick and mortar store over on Armitage.
I'll just ask for a Gaz's size and then maybe see.
you could cross dress.
Yeah.
Put on some MUGSY
Yeah.
jeans.
We could do that. I was actually trying to look it up really quickly to see if that's a thing. Whatever. Regardless, MUGSY jeans, the guys at MUGSY, their goal was to have one mission in life and to give every guy the confidence to walk blindly into their closet, reach out, and know Whatever they pick will have them looking good and feeling even better. So head to MUGSY.com and get 10% off now using code Chicago. That's 10% off now. Some of the most premium jeans, chinos, swimwear, and shorts on the internet. MUGSY also offers free shipping and free returns. So there's absolutely no risk in giving them a try. If you're in Chicago, Boston, D.C., or Austin, Texas, make sure you head downtown and check out their storefront as well. Easy vibes every time. Enjoy a beer while you shop. This is the easiest ad. MUGSY, we say that all the time. That we all love MUGSY, so go check them out.
Y'all looked great on the billboard. I know that was
Thank
last
you.
year, right? That
Yeah.
we did that, but I
Mhm.
know I haven't seen it personally.
It's down now. You missed
But
it.
I feel like we should throw it back up there. I feel like it's
I
getting,
think they
getting
should
a little
too.
colder. We should throw you guys back up there.
We did. That might have been White Sox Dave's favorite day of this job. We had to get makeup
can
on. We had all
only
these
imagine.
different photo shoots. He had, swear to God, he had the time of his life that day. He loved it, and he
Fix
got
my eyeliner.
he got mad at us for not having enough fun with getting like a full makeup routine done.
Yeah, he was so into it.
Super.
You
into
should
it.
honestly offer him, be like, hey Dave, I heard you really liked the whole
Spa day?
routine. Would you like to?
Ooh, I like a spa day though.
Make it a spa Dave instead of a spa day.
Yeah.
And just bring him you get pedicures, manicures, get his chest waxed.
He's just like spitting into crystal, like fine china
Like
with his
Spa
first
Dave.
spittoon.
Might spa Dave.
Yeah.
You should see if he'd take you up on it.
We should do it.
Yeah, and be like, hey, we'll do a whole thing. I'll get you looking like how you did the day of the MUGSY shoot. See what he says.
Yeah.
He'll probably
Don't-
get really excited.
He probably would.
A makeover.
Yeah.
You guys should have a bake off though too.
Yeah, well, apparently he
Oh.
makes banana bread every
Yeah,
every 6 weeks.
That shit was incredible.
Yeah.
Have you guys talked about this on a show yet?
I
No,
don't think so
because that
was
happened Friday. Yeah, it happened Friday.
Yeah.
So we haven't been able to. White Sox Dave, for those of you that don't know, he said that he bakes a banana bread every 6 weeks. And it's sent
That's
off.
all there is to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it makes me laugh every time because the idea of him sitting in his painter shorts all ripped up on a Sunday, and then he's got a hog in, and then he gets a little ding, the oven goes off. He goes in, gets his oven mitts and his apron, his hair's all disheveled like he just did a Velcro wall. That visual, I need that.
And part of me wants to imagine that he doesn't even own oven mitts. That's the crazy part.
He goes and gets his sleeves
Yeah.
this.
Or he just mummies his hands in Bounty paper towels, and that's how he takes the tray out. But the thought that he's doing this, and then how you said, Danny, you could paint the picture even more, in the dark.
Oh yeah, and with TV as the only source of light, he's clawing that thing too. He's not getting a fork and knife. He's going Brucey from Matilda and just taking that loaf of banana bread and chewing.
I could see him just digging in with a fork into the container.
I could just see him bringing it to his couch,
Yeah.
with on the oven mitt, and with just sitting there and just watching the White Sox lose, and him just it was just pain eating.
banana bread time.
100%.
Is he saying he makes the bread from scratch?
He says it's the quote easiest thing in the world.
Banana bread is really easy.
I don't bake.
Do you just add banana to how does it work?
So you just use I love the fact that he says he makes it every 6 weeks, which makes me think that he buys a bunch of bananas and doesn't eat a single one and lets it sit for 6 weeks because your bananas need to be on the browner side
Yep.
to make banana
Yep.
bread, and then you just need flour, some baking soda, a little bit of cinnamon.
Oh,
and
so
some-
it's
there's
steps
he's
involved.
cracking eggs and whisking for a half hour every 6 weeks.
I don't own flour. My mom always used to have a bag of flour in the house. I don't think I've bought flour more than one time in my adult life.
You don't have a labeled pantry in a jar?
Nope, Ed. Believe it or
No?
not, I don't.
I thought you would.
No.
I thought
Are you
would.
A-type like that, to where everything's organized? You have
What? I mean, it's.
Oh yeah, he's
I got-
a poster that says laundry over his washer dryer.
just in case I forgot what
Yeah,
it is.
You like labels?
Yeah, I do.
I think so.
I've never owned a label maker.
Oh,
But Ed always just tries to paint me into.
dude, I was fucking giving you L's left and right last week though.
How so?
The Chicago Instagram account,
Yeah, I saw that, but
Yeah.
that's
but still, it
why
wasn't-
would they
What?
why would they even if Lake Geneva is in Chicago, why not just have its own account?
So we got Megan, we got into a whole debate. Was it on this show or the mid show? I don't really know.
It was on the mid show.
Yeah, about how, and I said,
It went pretty viral too.
yeah, it was a lot of people
Meg
were.
viral.
I hate to say it, but people are crushing Chiefs again,
I mean, what else
in
is
their
new?
replies. And so basically, he made fun of it because we talked about Summertime Shy, and he said it was a little overrated. And I was like, oh, no, it's not. We were going
Ouch.
back and forth. And he's like, what are you talking about, Mr. Wisconsin? And I was like, well, Wisconsin trips are baked into a Chicago summer.
That's so stupid. That's
but
so
it's
stupid.
true. And everyone agreed.
The
Oh,
disconnect,
not everyone.
The disconnect here is like he's talking people from out of town. Like if you're coming from out of town to visit Chicago, you're not necessarily going to Lake Geneva. But if you are from Chicago and live here, Lake Geneva is part of Chicago summer.
Danny, that's not the disconnect at all.
Oh,
it's
well,
not
then
even.
I can't help
but
you. I
But
tried.
like being like, oh, I drove to a lake, summertime shy. Every single fucking place, basically in America, is within a 2-hour drive of a lake. So it's not like something that's so unique to Chicago. Everybody does it, so you can't incorporate it as something that makes our city special when literally every place on the planet has the ability to drive to
Whatever.
a body of water within a couple of hours.
Not really.
Yes. You want to go to Iowa? There's lakes in Iowa. You want to go to
Illinois,
fucking
the middle
Oregon?
of everything.
Not like this. Regardless,
Checkmate.
after that out, the Chicago Instagram account said, follow our sister city. And it was Lake Geneva.
Yeah, a whole different place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I forgot the other L I gave you.
I forget too. But I did have a blog last week where I was like, I'm starting to realize that 80% of the population just disagrees with everything I say.
You're finally out of denial.
But I don't think I'm wrong necessarily.
Oh, it was the draft. It was the dessert draft. And I was like, yeah, I like ice cream, but I like other desserts more. And I was like, we'll do an ice cream draft someday, and I'll show you. And you're like, and you'll lose that by a million. And I won. So
Oh,
that's what it was.
That's pretty. I will say too. Speaking of Chicago summers, if you are like a reclusive person, or like if you don't really like, if you're not like a people person, this is a tough place to be in the summertime. Like your neighbors, like everyone is outside. Everyone wants to speak. Everyone wants to have conversation.
People are friendly.
So, I mean,
Too friendly?
No, it's definitely Midwest nice, but it's,
Okay.
it's at some point it's like, guys, we can just not talk for just a second. Like the bus stops and like I mean the morning time. Like you know,
About a bunch of chatty Cathys out there.
Yeah, but everyone's like, come wintertime though, we won't.
You'll get it.
You won't see. You
It'll
won't
fully
see
balance
anyone.
itself out. Yeah.
You will understand. Because I assume, being from Louisiana.
Yeah, Southern hospitality, right?
But no, this was like the season where everyone's just sticking to their chairs and you don't go out.
Yeah, no, like you have heated, like you sweat when you you'll like walking to the mailbox. You would like break a sweat in Lafayette.
I wouldn't survive down there.
It's miserably hot, and I mean, like I'm sure I'm gonna miss it come winter time, but like the Chicago summer weather, it's been. I mean, I'm wearing jeans and a jacket right now in the middle of late August.
It's starting to dip rapidly, unfortunately. And
I
this
feel
is-
like we're
supposed to
gonna
have-
have a rough winter this year. Everyone keeps saying that it's been so mild. I
It
feel
has been.
like all these new people coming up here,
What's the almanac say?
it's just gonna slap. I love an almanac.
I
I
Do
think
ya?
they're so cool.
don't know if I've ever looked at one.
I just Google, like, I'll look at almanacs, like, for, like if I want to make future bets. like if there's, how many times has it rained in this place for the last, on this day, for this,
Hillary's
like,
blowing through.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be a sloppy game. Pick the running team.
pretty much.
It's pretty smart.
Random thought too, to totally switch gears. Obviously we're Stella Blue is like the big thing at Barstool. It's really good coffee. My friend bought the cold brew and I had some. It was fantastic.
Delicious.
You ever wonder about old Folgers? Is anyone drinking old Folgers anymore? You know what I mean?
My
Like, is
grandparents,
anybody-
used to drink Folgers and decaf. I'm like, what is the point? Do you guys just drink like the taste of
just the
coffee? I
bitter
guess.
water, bitter
Yeah,
brown
just
water.
bitter
Non-alcoholic
bean
beer,
water.
basically.
But you know what I mean? No, like you grew up
Yeah.
on that. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup, and now like Starbucks, Dunkin', Stella Blue, and
I
all
think
these K
Starbucks
cups
kind of changed the game.
have just smacked them over the head with
Yeah.
a fucking stick.
Well, I remember like my dad had Folgers. I feel like in the '90s because like no one else. I think they just like cornered the market on coffee.
They
Like,
had we had Folgers too.
Yeah,
that
he just
red
had like the big
red
can
container,
up above in the cabinet above the fridge, and but I did see a TikTok the other day that was like a compilation of all of the original Folgers ads from like the 50s and 60s, and boy are they horrifying.
Whoa. Why?
Because like instant cancel, because it's always like the whole theme of every commercial is like the wife was making a shitty cup of coffee and like didn't know how, and she was getting fresh, and the husband had to like, God damn it,
Let
like
me do this.
Yeah, no, it was like,
Get out of here, woman.
like you basically like I'm gonna slap you around if you don't figure out how to make my cup of coffee. and it was like, oh God, it was like very off-putting.
Not the best part of waking up
Yeah.
with women.
Yeah, it was a high-pressure situation. Better make my man's coffee the right way.
Can we launch a new green screen series, Megan, where you and White Sox Dave recreate bad,
I would
problematic
love
commercials?
nothing
that's
more.
really funny.
I would love nothing more.
To the moon.
Megan, you dingbat. Make me a better toaster strudel.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
Yeah.
I'll try better next time, honey.
Exactly. That'd be so fun. And he would love it.
Right, he would love it, and I could put the makeup on him every day.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, I think this is a great idea.
Good series.
Yeah.
Good series.
Or we're Barstool again.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
could do
This would
whatever
not have
we
worked
want.
3 weeks
We can
ago.
do it. We'll
Yeah.
probably Folgers will never be calling, but I don't think we're in the Folgers
Well,
business
we're
anyways.
going head to head.
Yeah,
If you-
exactly.
They started it.
Basically, if you drink Folgers, you probably beat your wife. Just
Yikes.
kidding. That was a joke. Parody law.
That's a joke on your dad and mine. Apparently. Like,
In the 60s. That
okay.
was a thing in the 60s.
My
but
mom's
it
okay.
was like, I would love to like have a time machine go back and like when they're talking like these like madmen like ad agencies, like how do we get the message across how do we get women to buy Folgers? Scare the shit out of them. Like, that's how you do it.
Starbucks has led to less domestic violence.
Probably.
I don't know if you get the wife or the girlfriend the wrong order, things could
Oh yeah,
things could
the
go
roles
awry.
reversed. Another girl slapping him around.
That's true.
I asked for 3 creams.
Good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people's orders are so wild.
They're insane.
Yeah.
They're
Wild.
insane.
Do you think someone's a jag off if you're like, hey, you want a coffee? And they're like, yeah, sure, 3 creams, light foam on top, and like
Yes.
basically give you a list.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
if you ask if someone is offering to buy you coffee, you just say yes or no.
Yeah, you
Right.
could opt out if they want weird shit.
Yes.
Yeah,
my
I'd be like, no, actually.
If I feel
get
like
your
I
own.
have to, I'll try my best to remember it. But if they're like, hey, like I'm like, well, you gave me 4 things to remember. I'm sorry. Can't.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unless if it's like your spouse or your
Yeah.
mom or
where you
like
like
your
kind
sister.
of
Right.
memorize their
Yes.
order. Yeah.
Also,
that's
I
different.
hate when people like ask you to get them something and they're like telling you their order and it's not your order and you're like having to repeat like word for word what it is and you like you're like double shaken brown espresso with oat milk, no cream, no sugar. Like I'm just like I don't know what you're saying right now.
Do you want coffee or not?
Yeah. Same with like if you're ordering food. I think we might have had this talk before from just like a standard hot dog burger joint. And I'm like, oh, what do you want from this place we've been to many times? And they pull out the menu and like have to look for 15 minutes only to say they want like a hot dog.
Yeah. Can't
I'm
say
not
I've
gonna
never
lie.
done that.
I'm about to say I kind of just like to menu browse sometimes. Sometimes I feel like a hot dog. Sometimes I feel like a cheeseburger. And sometimes
Are you the type of girl that if you have reservations at a place that you'll Google the menu ahead of time?
it depends because sometimes I like to be surprised.
Okay.
Like if it's something I know I'm gonna like, I won't look. But if it's something where I'm like,
Better investigate.
yeah, I'm like,
Okay.
okay, I'll just see, and I like to get excited about restaurants. I think
Yeah.
it's fun. Like I'll even look at restaurants from like California sometimes, just be like, that sounds delicious.
Put the almanac down. Pick up a random restaurant you never go to. Okay.
I'll look up before I go.
Okay.
Yeah, you never do that?
No.
Do you prefer that a
Really?
girl does that, investigates before?
You never go check out the menu, huh?
No, I don't.
Really?
I always, because I'm not a fussy eater, so I feel like I'm always gonna find something that I like. So do I like if a girl does that?
Well, like, because girls' problems sometimes is like they're just
Yikes!
they're
Girl
just
problems.
this is like a viral thing. Like they'll be
Daddy's
looking
like, go get the Folgers.
they'll be like looking around the restaurant for the first 20 minutes. Then by the time the server comes, like, oh, I haven't even looked at the menu.
All right, so that I think is an issue.
I mean, sure,
on,
guys can have
on
it too.
dates in general, because you're
Yes.
just like talking, and the guy comes back, and it's just like you've been trying to fill the space, especially if it's been like early on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's like, yeah, take another lap. We'll bring a drink back. We'll take another lap of drinks, and we'll be ready by the time you get back. And but yeah, like I feel like I've had dates where it's also kind of like I've been insulted by this. I haven't said anything, but like we'll go out to like a decent place, and if she orders like the pasta, like the cheapest thing on the menu, be like, do you think that I am unemployed or poor? like
You're
I'm like, you know
poor.
what? Give me the big steak, and I just sit there and eat a big steak while she has a little plate of pasta.
That's funny. My dad would always like to assert himself. Would always order the special. like no matter what it was, just because he's like, I'll have the special.
Just blind special.
All right. Like okay.
Do you ever do the special?
I do it at Las Carolla.
Do you?
Often.
There's a breakfast place near my house that has this, like great breakfast specials. I had one the other day, and it was like a skirt steak with like guacamole and an egg over it, and like it was fantastic.
A Mexican place?
It's not, but it's highly like Mexican influence. So like a lot of their, like they have like a chorizo French toast with like mascarpone and like fresh like berries. It's so
that
fantastic.
Sounds fucking awesome.
I know they said before at one point, there was an urban legend, or it could be true, that if something is special, it's because they have extra of it and they're trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, usually.
Oh, really?
I work in restaurants for a long time, and usually when there's a special, it's something that's going to go bad or something that they were able to buy from their food vendor for really. My husband also worked in food, so like if he was a sale on chicken breasts, and you can get it for $2 less a pound, and it's frozen, they'll just like buy all of it.
I kind of want to reference The Big Short right now. Do you remember that scene with Anthony Bourdain?
Yeah, well, just give it to us.
Yeah, well, he was just like, he was talking about the mortgages. We always reference that movie. But he was talking about the mortgages, and it was like, hey, like we're serving a seafood stew. And it wasn't, so it was like they had 48-hour old fish. Then it was like, well, it's not old fish, it's new stew. It's like a whole different menu item, and then you just jack up the price instead of just throwing it away. It sounds like that's...
It's exactly what happens.
I thought that was like kind of a metaphor that wasn't real, but they just use it for the movie to make my dumb brain understand it. But you're saying that's what they do.
At least in the restaurants that I have worked at personally, and then my husband who sold food, and not just food, but like everything else to restaurants. Yeah, they usually just are buying a bunch of like cheap stuff or using a bunch of cheap stuff that they have left to make specials.
Yeah, if you got like a chicken surplus, you're probably making chicken soup that day in the restaurant.
Or like if you have avocados, like you're gonna have like a guacamole and something with a guacamole special. Like if you have a fish that came in that day that needs to get out, like you're gonna have like a halibut over risotto. Like you're gonna make it sound way fancier than it probably is, but people like my dad, they're suckers. Just I'll take the special.
Getting that upcharge for the thing that's about to go bad.
For absolutely no reason.
Glad to hear it's not totally a rumor, but...
So just be careful getting those specials.
I have something interesting.
Folgers? No?
Not quite.
Okay.
But I was at a wedding this weekend, and I was sitting between my brother's girlfriend and my brother-in-law. And my brother's girlfriend is a redhead, and my brother-in-law is an anesthesiologist. And she said she recently had to go under anesthesia, and for like the second time in her life, the doctor was telling her to count down to 10, and she was still up afterwards. And she asked him, he was like, why is this happening? Like, I heard it's like a redhead thing. And I was like, really? No way. And then he turns, he's like, yeah, like redheads require like 20% more anesthesia
it's
than
factual.
a normal person.
I've also heard that they have like a higher pain tolerance in general too.
My mom and my aunt are both natural redheads, and I have that gene where I have to have a lot more. Like whenever I was,
you have a high tolerance for
drugs.
whenever
I was having, whenever I was having my second child, and like they were doing the C-section, I was like, am I supposed to feel you guys cutting into me right now? And they're like, no, and they're like, I'm like, well, it hurts, it burns, and they're like, okay, and they like pump me full of fentanyl.
So did the doctors know that beforehand?
No, because I'm not like a natural.
But like even with like your
yeah,
mom?
with my mom, yeah, for sure. Like, and also we have this like passy outy gene where it's like. We like have like hypoglycemia, and like we just pass out, like which our blood sugars always crazy. Yeah, I've passed out like once or twice, like when I just drop.
But I feel like doctors aren't naturally giving a redhead more anesthesia unless like told.
Well, I think what they do is they have to monitor them more closely, and like as you said, like they count down from 10, and then like they're like, okay, this is not working, we need to give you more.
Crazy.
Bro.
That's wild.
That is wild.
That's also wild, and I hate that you felt them cutting into you.
Yeah, that grossed me out.
That's
7
like
layers. How crazy is that?
I could watch like the most heinous online videos, but like the old surgery, like facelift shows.
I don't know why that's a thing.
Could never do
Yeah,
it.
Botched.
Yeah,
Couldn't watch
Never
Botched.
watch the surgery
I
shows.
don't like that. I
don't like
like
that.
even something like ER, where it's like I would rather watch somebody get shot in the face on like a war movie than have a surgery, and I don't know why that is.
I just don't like anything dealing with like eyes, like
I don't
anything
like
with
eyes.
eyes freak me out, and then like digits, like any of your fingers, like losing a finger or like getting
That
like
doesn't
I
bother me.
just don't like finger things either.
I
Freaks me out.
I have great vision, as people could probably tell by the size of my TV. But if I ever
Your
had to have like glasses or contacts, like I couldn't do contacts because I wouldn't
You
be
don't
able
want to touch your
yeah,
eyes.
That's why I got LASIK. I
Yeah.
couldn't do
Yep.
it.
I couldn't imagine Eddie sitting and just being like, "Go,
I couldn't
get
do it.
in there."
I could not do it, so I just had to take care of it.
Yeah.
It's brutal. Like if your contact falls out in the middle of the day, you're just like poking your eye and then trying just to get back to work.
Yeah, it seems like hell.
Have you seen the videos of like the people that like keep just putting contacts in? There was like a woman that had like 60 contacts in her
Yeah,
eye.
idiots.
Yeah, she
They
was
found like
just-
17 behind her eyelid.
Yeah, you never seen that? Yeah, she was like
It's
No,
loaded
because
up.
that's the type of
Dang.
thing that I don't want to see it. If I feel it start to go that direction, I just scroll. Just keep scrolling.
Lady found with 27 contact lenses.
How where do they go?
What
Oh,
did she?
it-
Did she
behind
think
her
they
eye.
dissolved or something?
Probably.
Probably, yeah. I mean,
Some
look
people
at-
are just stupid.
That's like
Look at
day one stuff. Come on.
Is it just one on top of the other?
Yep, she was
She
just,
just
laying-
stacked
Does she
them.
not?
just patting them down
Does
like
she?
napkins
That's like
at the
a.
movie theater.
That's how you make fucking like telescopes.
Yeah, well, she's
Just
seeing better and better each day.
back on
Yeah,
lenses.
It's like the Spy Kids meme with his glasses.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why.
Spy Kids is a great movie.
I
Right.
don't know why you would ever
The
do
Thumbkins?
that.
They're so
I
scary.
still have nightmares about those.
But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's just sorry, we're being looked at. And
I
everyone's
just
know.
feel like
It's like a
I
fucking
feel like I was being
fish
pointed
tank.
at.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Everyone's
Hank and Stefan are like,
Look
should
at
we
these
fire these
people.
guys? Can we
We
cut them
They're
out?
next.
yeah.
Playing Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo with us right
Yeah.
now.
I think they landed on me. I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the studio is very crowded.
Yeah.
But no, I did not know that about redheads.
Yeah.
Learn something new.
Fact.
Tough gals.
Yeah.
They are.
You ever gotten in a fight with a redhead?
I mean, my mom.
Yeah.
Also, I will say, also weirdly, historically, growing up, I've always had like a redheaded best friend. So like growing up, this girl Nicole, she was my best friend, and then in 6th grade, my best friend, who's still my best friend now, her name's Kelly. She's originally from this area as well. Her family is, but she's also a redhead. Her entire family is redheads, and they're all over like 6 foot.
So they're Danish. They
No,
got
they're,
that Danish
they're,
gene.
no, they're definitely Scottish. Irish. They're McLeod. Not to air you out. Sorry, Kelly. Love
Kelly
you.
McLeod.
Yep.
Let's pull her up on our Instagram.
Shout
Let's
out.
get her social.
That's my
Shout
girl.
out Kay McLeod.
We have
Yeah.
matching. We have
Gmail.
matching tattoos and everything,
Oh wow.
and our lips.
Really?
Yeah.
In
Those-
your lips?
Have you ever
I
seen
didn't
Dude Where's My Car?
Yeah.
I have.
Mm.
And aren't those supposed to fade away?
Yeah.
But they haven't. I feel like we talked about this
Yeah.
last time
Sweet.
on the golf course.
Yeah, we probably did.
I think
don't
we
know.
did.
It's like a party trick. I bring it
Yeah.
up a lot.
Is your dentist like, what's up with this girl?
No, they honestly, dentists know exactly what happens in people's mouths, so like they know what's happening. That
What
is
does
the
that
least
mean?
weird. So they can see like bruising on your palate. So say you had a girlfriend over in the morning time, and she was to.
Blow you.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay.
There's bruising on the roof of your mouth.
Oh,
They're
for
able
real?
to. So if you were to, give a blowjob that day and you go to the dentist
What?
knows.
Yeah.
Or if you're a guy and you're trying
That's
to hide that you're getting
stunning.
blowjobs, your
You-
dentist knows.
You knew this too?
There was a viral video of it like 2 weeks ago. They can also tell when you're high by looking at your tongue.
Really?
I
What
was just
does your
gonna say
tongue
my
look
eyes.
like when you're high?
It gets a certain way from the cotton mouth that nothing else, I guess, can make it that way.
Hmm.
I found
Damn.
out from the cops, not the dentist.
But they
No.
might have just been fucking with you, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm caught."
Yeah. I asked my dentist. He said, "Yeah."
Every time you look in the mirror, like to see if you before you go home and check your parents. You're like,
Nah.
Did you watch the same video or did you have a dentist call you out?
oh no! First off, if the dentist ever called me out for that, I would be like, whoa.
Take it easy.
First
sir.
off,
Invasive.
Give me the fluoride and shut up.
Yeah.
Megan, it's fun today.
what?
Yeah, exactly.
I was eating an ice cream cone. What are you talking about? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. No shit. I did not.
It's news to me.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did
Redheads should flex more that they have a higher pain tolerance. They're
They
always
don't have
getting,
a lot to flex about.
but
too.
they're always getting bullied
That's what-
around.
that's
Be like,
what I
well, I'll fucking
I've always had a
beat
thing
your
for
ass.
redheads.
for real?
Yeah.
Beat your ass.
You're right. Redheads
Maybe
are
that's
tough.
why they're able to just withstand like the emotional trauma that people give them too.
Yeah.
Could be.
My
They're just-
grandpa thought both my mom and my aunt were like milkman babies because my grandma was blonde and he's like was very dark, like had like some like Cherokee Indian in him, and my mom and my aunt came out pasty and redheaded, like bright red.
Did he do the DNA test?
I don't know if they did that back then, But I mean,
Probably
he
didn't.
definitely is my grandpa's. Because they had they figured out that because redheaded genes go for like ever. I was afraid that I was gonna have redheaded. Well, not afraid. I love redheads, but I didn't really want to have a redheaded baby to deal with. Isn't Chaps redheaded? We should probably ask him.
Start punching him. See if he feels it.
Yeah, I think
He
so.
did survive a gunshot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's redheaded.
Right.
How old were you when you got the lip tattoo?
18, 17.
Okay.
They really don't go away. I thought they did.
I
thought
thought
they
they were
did, too.
supposed to, but I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, I did not get this done professionally. So
Okay. Thank you for your honesty.
so it could be going away, but it stayed and it's had stayed there for a long time.
Were you just some guy with an ink pen and an apple? And he was
I don't
just,
know. It was just a
feather.
guy that had a tattoo machine.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did a
It
lot
was
of my
like
friends'
garage
tattoos.
or something.
Kinda.
Yeah.
kinda,
Didn't check the licenses.
kinda.
I mean, look, guys, we all did stupid stuff as kids. I mean,
Yeah.
Yep.
I not get lots of tattoos out of places like I did, but I'm sure stupid.
Would you ever
stuff.
get them removed, or are you just?
I've thought about getting like the one that was done in my friend's apartment removed. But I think it's part of
who
the
cares
charm.
at this point?
Yeah, it's like I've had it for so long, and it's like it's an embarrassing tattoo because it's like bad. It's a bad tattoo, but it's like kind of again part of the charm.
Have we worked out the kinks fully yet with removing tattoos?
I don't know.
I feel like it should be a lot easier than like multiple laser steps.
And even after that, like you're still kind of probably seeing
Scarring,
scarring or
right?
tracing
Yeah.
of what it was.
Before you get a tattoo removed, though, you should be quizzed, and you should make there should be some type of prerequisite that you try to do everything you can to workshop it before you get it removed. Like Johnny Depp when he got Winona Forever, changed to Wino Forever. Like, you know what I mean? Like they should have held his feet to the fire. Like, nope, think of something.
Yeah,
Is it
that's
Wino?
actually pretty
Funny.
funny.
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
That is pretty good.
Wino Forever.
See, mine's a flower. You can't really do much with that. Like, there's really not much you can do with a flower.
You never know. There's someone out there change a flower to something. I bet.
But sometimes you just don't want a tattoo in that part of your body, period.
Yeah, yeah.
True.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Never mind.
I call it my stripper tattoo. It's like on my lower, like left leg hip area. I mean, people were asking about it. They saw it at the awards show. It snuck out a couple of times. So yeah, it's my call it my stripper tattoo. It's
Okay.
not the best.
Well, hey, everyone's got a
We all
stripper
make
tattoo.
we all make mistakes.
You know, Ed used to work in a strip club.
Yeah.
Really.
Just a DJ for a week, and then I got my wisdom teeth out, so I had to quit. Yeah. That was it.
I feel like you should have just kept going though.
I wanted to, but then I just didn't go back down to school until the semester started.
I hired someone else.
What kind of
summer
music
job.
were you playing in there, DJ
Whatever,
Ed?
whatever the girls requested, really.
Oh.
It was kind of all up to them.
Sure.
Up to the ladies.
Just
Yeah.
gone back in there with the cotton in your mouth off Vicodin.
Yeah. I would have fit in.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone else was doing
Yes.
it there. Why not you?
At the one I was at, specifically. That's what I'm saying. I'm not.
I mean, most strip
Yeah.
clubs, people
Yeah.
are on fucking drugs. That's
You know,
Talking
not the
rural-
high-end
rural
ones and stuff.
Illinois
Yeah, we're
ones,
talking.
I feel like at the
one
high-end
was.
ones, you're still doing like cocaine.
Yeah.
At
Sure,
the very
yeah,
least.
yeah. You know, not judging. Yeah, I always say too. There was like so they're stripping all night, like right in front of me. I'm bringing them in. You know, entrance. You walk them. You don't walk them in, but like you announce them in.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
walk
I-
them in.
But and one time I was like, oh, we can't find what's her name. She's about to go up. You got to go in the dressing room, and there was like a mental block. And I was like, wait,
That's
I
invasive. That's you're just a good guy for that.
I've seen them naked all day, but like I feel like I shouldn't go in there.
That's
It's like
very-
digging in a woman's purse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't do it.
Even though, like, if she had her purse out and like was like, here you go, look what's in here.
Yeah.
I
Like,
still wouldn't be able to go in myself. you
moral,
know? Yeah.
chivalrous.
Yeah, it was very strange. Thank you. Very chivalrous.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know. It was very strange. That's the only way I could put that.
At the same time, if you were to walk in, I don't think they're like, and covering
No,
up.
they weren't. Because
No, they'd probably be like,
Yeah,
Eddie.
hey.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they're just like doing girl shit in there.
Eddie,
Yeah.
how your wisdom teeth feeling?
Let me get one of them Vicodin.
Yeah, exactly.
My heels are killing me.
Yeah, exactly. No, they didn't even know. One time I gave
I
like,
didn't even know.
yeah, they were, one time a couple of them needed a ride home, and I was like, hey, you're going that way. I was like, yeah, sure. I was like, and then she was like, you know, it's like a college town. They're pretty strict about like open container, like in the car or whatever.
Mhm.
I'm like, yeah, you know, maybe you could like finish your beers, you know. Didn't finish. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. Don't worry. So, like,
Total, just walking right over you, just
Yeah.
to format.
and I'm just driving these two girls home. It was like driving Miss Daisy. Neither of them sat in the front seat. They were just in the back drinking beer. Like I'm
You're
like,
the Uber
what,
driver.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Yep.
But that was it. That was life. So I don't know.
Shout out Carbondale.
Anything else? Anybody got anything else?
We got about 45 seconds.
Yeah, we're getting. We need a little break before our next show.
You want to read Erica's email
We're
out?
getting booted.
I have been trying to read that secretly, like while I've been sitting here.
Oh, all right. Well, let's stop and let's read the email.
Yeah. All right.
I'm sure people are talking about another show.
Yep.
All right, then, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. That's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow. We will see you then.